Open your hands. Look.
Oh no.
Okay, here we are. Our vacation up to Reading was ruined.
A big fat bust!
Yeah, so we're sitting here playing games, feeling sorry for ourselves, waiting to see if we're gonna have to evacuate or not because of this fire, or the fires. Probably not gonna have to, but
There's whiskey in there.
we highly doubt we're gonna have to evacuate. We usually don't have to in our neighborhood, but we never know. At least not with these fires right now because it's kind of crazy. But I have a surprise for you.
Mommy?
I was supposed to give you this when we were on vacation. It's something that I've gotten to do that we talked about you getting to do at some point, and you never did. So, you ready?
Yes.
Close your eyes. Open your hands. Look.
Oh no.
Oh no!
I mean, cool. I don't know why I reacted like that.
What is it?
It's an Ancestry DNA kit.
Yeah, they had a discount again, like they did the last time when I got mine. Like, what, 2.5 years ago?
Yeah.
So you're gonna get to do that. And I'm so curious about yours because you have like the craziest ancestry mix ever.
Oh my goodness. I'm so stoked.
Excited?
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe tomorrow you can spit in that thing and we'll send it in. Excited?
Yeah, maybe a day when I'm not drinking whiskey.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
So cool. I'm hella down. That sounds awesome, babe. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow.
We're gonna do this quickly before you have to go to work.
Yes.
So you see that black line here?
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta spit up to that line. It's not much, but just try to make sure that there's not a lot of bubbles in your spit because they don't count because that's just air.
Okay.
That's what it says on the instructions. So have fun. Ew. Probably need more.
To the line.
Yeah, but those are bubbles, right?
Huh?
Are those bubbles?
Some.
Oh yeah, you gotta get up more.
This is a fun game.
I think that should be good, right? Okay. Now take the funnel off. And then replace it with this thing, and you have to screw it on until it clicks so that the liquid falls into the thing. You just shake it up. My muffin. Put this in here, seal it up, and then we're gonna send it. Okay, it's October 6th, and we got your DNA results. We're in Lake Tahoe, so we're just in the hotel room, and how do you feel?
Just want to find out if,
My mommy is my mommy and my daddy is my daddy.
It's a very big chance because you look like both of them, so I think you are.
They're telling the truth.
So let's tell the audience first here watching.
Okay.
What are you and what do you think you are?
So, I'm a human being. No, I'm supposed to be Dutch, Indonesian.
On your mom's side.
Yes. And then on my dad's side, I'm supposed to be Sicilian and some other stuff.
And we've heard German and British on that grandma's side there.
Yeah.
On your dad's side.
Some, like, English.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're born in California.
Yeah.
Born and raised.
Uh-huh. Okay. I'm gonna click it.
Click DNA.
DNA.
Did it pop up?
Okay, it says, "Hi Nicholas. New communities have been added to your story. Communities are groups of people who share fairly recent ancestors that came from the same places or culture." And then it has like little bullet points. Northern Arkansas.
Yeah, that's Grandma Carol.
That's cool. And Middle Tennessee settlers. Northeast Arkansas settlers. And then there's one that says Sicily. There's one that says Western Indonesia and Peninsular Malaysia. Alright, so...
Does it say percentage of anything? How much you are of each?
Oh, there's like... Let me scroll over.
There's supposed to be like a map that shows up where you're from.
Yeah, here. Let me get out of
And we should explain to the Dutch Indonesia are kind of mixed. So.
Whoa. Okay.
What?
This is so fucking cool.
I'm so curious. I'm like dying to like run over there.
What the fuck?
What?
It says I'm 7% Swedish.
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
It does.
Nah.
It does.
Are you lying?
No. Look at all this shit in here.
What? Here's the thing too. Okay, so this is what we've learned about these DNA tests. Is that you can't take everything so seriously, because sometimes it's just depending on like regions or whatever. Like you can't always believe 100% what says here, but you know, you do have European in you. Yeah, Asia, Europe, Russia, Sweden, European Jewish, Germanic Europe, France, Norway, Greece, Albania, Iran, Persia, and Dai, whatever that is. Look at your map.
God. So I'm mostly...
I mean, here's the thing though. My test said that I was also Norwegian and Finnish, which I am very sure is not true. So we'll take this with a grain of salt, but that's so random. Sweden, of all places, showed up 7%.
Yeah.
What?
Maybe
What?
now, because I know the language and been there 3 times with it.
Yeah. You just got that in your DNA all of a sudden.
wife.
What the heck?
Is Swedish. Yeah.
Well, that's so weird, though. I wonder if you click on it. Can you click on that thing and see, like... Here, let's see, actually. Let's go... If you zoom into Sweden, you can see, like, it should say, like, what region you're from. Okay, go up there. You gotta move it on the thing. Yeah, move it. Click down and move. Yeah. I want to see if it says where in Sweden. Like, try to click on Sweden here. See what it says. If it says where you're from or anything, like, any information. It can range from 0 to 8% there from Sweden, so...
Okay.
It's like either you're Swedish or you're not Swedish. We don't know. Well, does it say how much percentage you are of... Oh, so it says mostly England and Northwestern Europe. And then you're Italian. And then, yeah, Asia. Yeah. That's so crazy.
Damn. That's cool.
So here you're going to find people who have the same ancestors in their trees as your tree.
Oh, cool.
So if you want to look, I haven't put your tree on this account. This is not my account. I'll scroll down and check. Here's the first and second cousin, or second cousin. Do you want to click on their tree and see who it is? See if maybe you know who that person is. It might be one of your like close relatives who's done ancestry research. LaRussa, Salvatore LaRussa. And Antoinette Lena.
Folsom, that's where's Anne? Say anything about Anne?
Wait, aren't these Anna Maria? That might be her.
Oh.
Sometimes there's Anne on my tree too. So that's her son who did this tree.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Oh, this makes sense. Because Grandma Carol's from England, but the Northwestern Europe part is also included here with the Netherlands. Which makes sense because that's where Nick's other grandma's from. But I don't understand when they do this. This is just so weird. They're like, oh, this can range from 1 to 24%. It's like, that sounds a little bit shady. Like, do you guys really know what you're doing here with your DNA tests? And what's cool about this is that they've changed the website since I did my test a few years ago. It's actually much more advanced, and they have all these cool stories about the areas that you're from and the history of them, and they link to other members who are on Ancestry. And even for me, they've given me links to old records of the ships that my ancestors migrated on over to America. Things like that, which is really cool. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So here I'm reading about Arkansas, since Nick's grandma is from there. It's pretty funny. I'm reading about the Depression and the war in the 1900s, and it says that thousands of workers left the South, such as, you know, Arkansas, looking for better wages in Detroit's automobile factories and in California. And that's how Grandma Carol moved to California and met Grandpa Joe.
What a mindfuck!
This is also a new thing that's really cool that they have here, is that you can search for a grandparent's name and then they find the matches, which is how Ancestry.com normally works anyway. But if you don't have a tree already, if you haven't done your research, or if there's some things that you're maybe wondering about and you're not sure about, then you can do this search. And so then here comes Salvatore La Russa, which is Nick's grandpa's father, and they give you these stories to saying that, okay, well, he was around during the Great Depression, so they tell you some stories then about how their lives could have looked like. Oh, cool. And then they give you a census which identifies that your great-grandfather was a homeowner at the time. He was among the minority of Americans who owned a home in 1940, honey. Whoa. Salvatore worked as a laborer. Oh, whoa. There's so much information about him here.
Really?
He made $572 per year.
Oh,
a bit different back then.
I know, yeah.
The average annual income for a man was $956, or he didn't make much, or about $17,500 today. Women were paid 62 cents for every dollar a man earned. Of course they did. Of course they did. Says your great-grandfather's home was located at North 12th Street in San Jose, California, and it was valued at $400. That's cool. I wish I could buy a house for that these days. The highest home ownership rates were in the West and Midwest, while the lowest rates were in the North. Are you curled up listening to the time story?
Yeah, my great-grandpa.
They were in the northeastern states. At age 45, Salvatore was a married man. Most homes in 1940 were occupied by married couples ranging in age from 25 to 54. Wow. It's just so cool, the stuff that they, you know, put together. And this is not just stuff that Ancestry has come up with. This is stuff that, like, people have put in about their family members. Like, I've done a lot of research and I put my information in so that other people who might be related or, you know, just interested for some reason, you know, can get this information. So I'm going to look at the other grandparents now and see if I find anything cool about them. So now, just because I found Salvatore, I also found, you know, his wife and Giuseppa Cancia, which is your third great-grandmother. And there's like a link I can click on. So let's see if there's anything interesting about her. She applied for a passport.
That's it?
They know that much so far. And it says, was Giuseppa a world traveler? It likely includes where she intended to travel. She applied for a United States passport when she was 55 years old and living in Indianapolis, I can't pronounce it. She lived in Indiana. A native of Trabia, Italy, we know that, she had to submit proof of U.S. citizenship. Her passport was approved on August 28, 1902. That's a long time ago, babe.
Wow. Well.
I love this. This is the stuff I've been wanting to, like, read about your family. I've done so much research on my own family that it's like, oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the grandfather I'm super curious about. Can you tell a little bit about his history?
He was a man, and he immigrated over here from Holland. Yeah, it's crazy. He died when I was 4, so I don't really have that much information about my real grandfather. Yeah, but
was it Francilia's family whose documents got ruined in the war? Yeah, her family was captured and tortured.
Right.
And then she met Peter and married him.
Yeah.
He applied for benefits with the Social Security Administration. The SSA had a special check signing machines that could sign 7,000 checks an hour, saving many clerks writer's cramp. Your grandfather requested to receive benefits from the SSA. See, it's mostly Francilia I want to know more about, but with her, we're not going to really get very far.